NBA All-Star Weekend 2025. It definitely did not disappoint. If you planned on being disappointed, then you weren't disappointed. So it was disappointed if you understand what I'm saying. So many things to talk about. I'll just get started with Draymond Green's comments about the All-Star Weekend. I don't so much think he was wrong, but Oscar Robertson, the Big O, he did comment on what Draymond Green was saying. So many different things to talk about throughout the weekend. I'll make some different videos about some of the different topics, but real quick, we'll start with Draymond Green's comments. So if you didn't see, Draymond Green was on the panel. He's not in the actual All-Star game this season, but he was on the panel with like Shaquille O'Neal and some other people. So he was just talking about the All-Star game and kind of being I guess the player's point of view, or just speaking from a general player's point of view just about the game. But anyways, I don't know if they have the quote here, but basically what Draymond said, they were asking him about the game, and one of the panelists asked him to rate the game from a 1 through 10. Basically, what did you think about the All Star game, 1 through 10, about the new format? And Draymond basically says a zero. Um, Draymond, he has his own podcast and stuff. He's kind of pivoting into the media since his NBA career. I don't think it's super close to being over, but he's waning down, so he's getting ready to get into the media. So he has his own podcast and all of that. He's always been outspoken. Every time he talks, he thinks he's like the smartest guy in the room. So that gets on my nerves. Draymond, he doesn't listen to what anybody has to say to him. It's just like, you know what I mean? He knows everything. You don't know anything. If you don't listen to him, then like you're just stupid. It's kind of how Draymond looks at things. But anyways, dude asked him 1 through 10, how do you rank the new format? He says a zero. I agree with Draymond. It freaking sucked. The whole weekend sucked except for Mac McClung rather, in the slam dunk contest. Thought Stephon Castle was entertaining in the dunk contest as well. But yeah, Draymond's right. Give it a zero. It sucked. The game sucked. The game ended with even like the championship game. It ends with a Jason Tatum like two-handed dunk. No one contested the dunk. No one even thought about thinking about contesting the dunk. It was just the same old, no effort, up and down stuff like it always is. It's like the dudes, they knew they were in the Bay Area. By the time you were halfway through the night, they're already like, let's get the hell out of here and go get some edibles and hit up a dispensary and just call their night because they did not care about the game again. But anyway, yeah, Draymond gives it a zero. We'll get into Oscar Robertson's comments right down here in a second. But speaking of numbers, Draymond gave it a zero. I'm at a big 24 subscribers, trying to get to 30 by the end of the day, and YouTube said they'll send me a diamond ring, big old diamond ring for my pinky. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But yeah, here's my problem with it. People want to blame the commissioner for the All-Star game sucking. They want to blame the players, or they want to blame the media. Those are like the three things people blame. It's either the media talking about it and saying, the media is always saying, man, the game sucks, the game is boring, this and that. All people ever hear is that the game sucks. So say someone's like a newer fan and they're thinking about checking out the All-Star game, then they say, oh no, I remember Shaquille O'Neal, Draymond Green, whoever, they said the game sucks, so I'm not going to check it out. And I agree with that point. There's some validity to that. I don't watch baseball, but if I was watching I don't know, some high up person in baseball and they're talking about baseball and they say, man, the baseball all-star game sucks, or whatever sucks, I'm going to be less inclined to watch it. So that's one box. You can make an argument it's the media. The second box is going to be the commissioner. So it's Adam Silver. Um, Adam Silver and the whole NBA basically. So people are saying, Adam Silver has to change something. It's the format of the game, whatever it is. So Adam Silver changes the format for this year. I don't know if you saw last year, but Adam Silver gets on the mic after the All-Star game ended last year. He's talking to the East and he's saying, "Oh, the East, you guys scored 211 points. It's the most points in All-Star game history. So, congratulations." He just said it super sarcastic. You can tell he was not happy with it. We'll get to the players in a second, but they just made a whole joke and a mockery out of the All-Star game. The media does the same thing. I wouldn't say I'm big on Adam Silver's side. I don't think he's a very great commissioner. He's gone to the player empowerment movement. And like 10 years ago, I thought that's a great idea. Let the players, the most important part of the game is the players. Let them, incorporate some of their own ideas. And I think the league will be in good shape. But we've been doing this for, I think it was 2013 when Adam Silver was commissioner. So it's been 12 years now, and there's been nothing but downhill, and the product's been getting worse and worse. So the player empowerment movement has not worked to make the product better. But anyways, so we talked about the media. The media bashes on it. All Star Game sucks. All Star Game sucks. That's all you hear. So that gets in the back of your minds. Then, like I said, if you're a newer fan, you might not even watch it just because that's all you ever hear. So we get to Adam Silver. What can Adam Silver do? He can change the format of the All Star Game. So he changed the format to this newer format. I think it's still stupid. The 3 teams, 4 teams, whatever, first to 40. It's I thought it was kind of dumb and just kind of whack, honestly. But he did something. It was better than last year. So Adam Silver made his format change. Comment below what you think. I think the players were showing more effort at least because the OG team didn't want to get embarrassed by the rising stars. And then players were just showing more effort than they were last year. So we look at the commissioner. Was the format change a success? I would say it was a success because the players were showing more effort. If we just left it the same as last year, East West, they'll probably score freaking 250 points this year, and then Adam Silver will be giving another sarcastic, not press conference, but sarcastic speech after the game, just saying y'all scored 211 points. Whoop de doo, what an exciting game. Again, I'm not on Adam Silver's side 100%. I don't think he's a great commissioner. I think we needed a different commissioner to try to get the NBA to look better. But with that being said, Adam Silver did make the changes to the format. Comment below what you think about the format. I don't think it was great. I think we should go back to East West. But with the new format, the players did play with more effort. So I have to check that box for Adam Silver, the commissioner, because he can't put the jersey on and go play out there. He can just change things and try to make it more entertaining. With that being said, Mr. Beast half court shot for $100,000 was just whacked. Kevin Hart trying to add comedic value to the All Star game was whack as well. I'll probably make separate videos about those, but it's so weird to me. Like, comment below if you think Mr. Beast is cool, and comment below if you think that Kevin Hart is hilarious. And if you think Kevin Hart's hilarious, comment below your favorite Kevin Hart joke if he's so funny. Because I'm 31 years old now. I talk to 20-year-olds. They don't think Kevin Hart's funny. I talk to people my age group. They don't think Kevin Hart's funny. They're not. They don't look up to Mr. Beast like he's some badass guy. 40-year-olds it's the same way. So it's just weird, like how the NBA thinks. Oh, Kevin Hart. That's what the youth wants. That's what they think is funny. Again, comment below what you think. But they're trying to be more in tune with the crowd, or be up with the culture. But again, comment below your favorite Kevin Hart joke, and if you think he's funny, because 20, 30, 40 year olds, it doesn't seem like Kevin Hart's what the All-Star game needs. Just distracts more from the basketball, to be honest. And that's no offense to Kevin Hart, because he was funny at one point. Once the Jumanji movie started coming out, I was all done with him. But another thing too, Mr. Beast has 100 million subscribers on YouTube. However many YouTube subscribers he has. So the NBA probably looks, these kids are on YouTube. Mr. Beast, he has the most subscribers on YouTube. People look up to Mr. Beast. And comment below what you think. I don't look up to Mr. Beast. Maybe financially he makes a lot of money, but I don't see Mr. Beast and think, oh, I wish I was that dude. That guy's freaking badass. It's not like looking at LeBron James or somebody, or Kobe, you know what I mean? Michael Jordan, saying, man, that guy's freaking sick. Like, I wish I could be like that guy. They just look at subscribers and all the views on his channel. Just shows how the NBA is out of touch, and they think, oh, subscribers and views, everyone must think this guy's cool and he's like a role model. Or comment below what you think. I don't think Mr. Beast is like a role model, unless you're trying to build a huge YouTube channel, or just you look up to him financially. But just as a person, like when he's out there and he's trying to hype the crowd up and stuff, not to bash him, but it was just uncomfortable and weird. Same with Kevin Hart. It just felt weird out there, just distracting more from the basketball, which is just, again, they're just missing the point. Just come back to the basketball game. That's what it's about. Okay, so we went through the media bashing it, saying it sucks for the game. Went through Adam Silver, what he did as a commissioner, or tried to do, and now we get to the real problem. Comment below what you think, but I think the real problem is the players. Go back to East versus West format and just actually play hard like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. They would always come out and play hard. Um, People have been making the point. Nobody wants you to go play out like it's the NBA Finals or go out there and play like it's even the regular season. But again, I've gone down to my local rec center and played 5-on-5 and seen people play 5-on-5, and they're playing way harder than these dudes out there. They're not out there injuring themselves or trying to hurt other people. But I heard a point from Stephen A. Smith. He made a great point. Just play as hard as you play in the off season when you're trying to get back in shape. But they just look at the All-Star game as like a 1 week break. And from the players' standpoint, I get what they're saying. You're right in the middle of the season. You're trying to get ready for the playoff push, so you want to take the 1 week off. Here's another point I would make: the NBA is a business, and Adam Silver and like those types of people up there, they're the people that are trying to make the business look good and trying to keep it rolling for the long term. Comment below what you think about this. But if I was an NBA player, I'm gonna play my 15-year career. I'm gonna make tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, if I'm a high level player. And once I leave the NBA, I don't care what happens to the NBA. To be honest, there are some players that are more true to the game. You can probably see them and point them out. Where there's players that really love the game and they care about the NBA, and there's players that just love what the game provides for them, and they're just there for the money. And no offense to those players. I mean, never been in the NBA. If I was in the NBA, I like to think that I would love the game and be trying to do everything for the game to progress it forward and set up the game for a good future like Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson did. Now these players today, they're reaping the benefits of what those guys did, because those guys, they still had an awesome job. They're still making not like ridiculous money like the guys today, but still making great money to play basketball and doing what they loved. But now, it's just like the money's so ridiculous. The players, like I said, this is probably my mindset as well. Get into the NBA, make $100 million, play for 10 years, whatever it is, and then once you retire, like I don't think I would care about the NBA anymore. And that's kind of the mindset of these guys. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna play my 10, 15 years. Maybe I love basketball, maybe I don't. Even if I do love basketball, once I make my 100 million or however many tens of millions of dollars it is, I'm gonna start thinking about myself at that point. At that point, it's gonna be like, I have to think about myself, my future, and my family. And what happens with the NBA, it doesn't really affect my direct future at that point, if that makes sense. Like if I'm LeBron James, the day I retire, I don't think LeBron's gonna be like this. The NBA is still gonna mean something to him. It's still gonna be important for him, just like it is for Jordan and all those other legends in the past. But NBA is not paying him anymore. You have all this money. The NBA changed your whole life. It gave you generational wealth, and now the day LeBron James passes away or Michael Jordan passes away, no matter what the NBA looks like at that point, you know what I mean? It already provided for them their whole life. So comment below what you think about that point, but or if that makes sense what I'm saying, because you know what I mean. Like the players, they make the life changing generational money. It changes their lives. Probably 2 or 3 generations, if not even more, after them can live off the money they made. So you know what I mean. Once you pass away as a player, like if I was in the NBA for myself, once I'm 85 years old or whatever, and I pass away, you know, I was still living off that NBA money that entire time. And once I'm dead, I don't really care. I don't really care what's going on with the NBA from the players' perspective. So that was the third thing. The players, how the players have kind of ruined the All-Star game, which is my opinion. The players don't try really hard at all. I think we can all agree on that. It's just like not even a pickup game. It's just a joke, shooting half court threes and stuff. It's not impressive. Even if you make a half court three, no one's really impressed about that. And it's just the players are most to blame in my opinion, but the media is probably number two, and then the league is number three there. You can change the order. I think everyone has some fault, but I think it's the players the most. And then one more point I want to make is Draymond Green transitioning from being a player to someone in the media. Like he still is an active player, but like the quote I was telling you about where he says he rated the All-Star game 1 to 10, he gave it a 0 after the guy asked him about that. And for you to be an active player, even if you retired, like this comes back to my point, you're an active player. So you're halfway in as a player and you're halfway into the media. So you have your foot in both in both doors, and then you come out and say, man, the All-Star game sucks, this product sucks, but then you're probably gonna go on your podcast the next day, because I've heard Draymond make this point, man, the league sucks because of the media. The media is always saying the league sucks, the league sucks, All-Star game sucks, and just feeding that to people, and they start to believe that. So it's so hypocritical for Draymond Green to come out on a media platform as an active player, again, halfway in the media, halfway in the NBA, and come out, still being an active player and say the league's a joke, the league sucks. We need to do something about this to make the All-Star game good again. And then, like I said, I'm not 100% an Adam Silver fan. I don't think he's a good commissioner, but he made a change to the format. You can think the change was bad or not. I don't think it was great, but the players played with more effort. So on Adam Silver's side, you could say Adam Silver did what he could to try to make things better. But again, comment below what you think. I think it all comes to the players, because back when it was Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, all these guys, there was never a question of effort in the All-Star game. If you remember back then, it was always just, man, the Western Conference is way better than the East. I hope the Eastern Conference can make things closer to the West. And LeBron came in the league. Things were closer between the East and the West, and then LeBron doesn't enter the dunk contest. I'll make another video, but LeBron announces he's not going to play in the All-Star game an hour before the All-Star game. Just, he's, let GM, he kind of runs the league at this point, and it comes back to my point earlier, like, what does LeBron care about the NBA once he retires? He's already going to be a billionaire by that point. I don't think he cares about what happens with the NBA. Like I said, once he turns 85 years old and passes away, 5 generations of his family is just set, from all the money he made. So, you know what I mean? It's not like you would pass away and feel bad for the NBA or something. You're already set. And I guess that's more of a selfish mindset, but I feel like that would kind of be a lot of people's mindsets. I'm already good to go. NBA has done so much for me, and I don't care about the future of it, because it's already done. It's already provided all it can for myself. But please comment below what you think about Draymond Green's comments. My main point is that he's halfway in the media and halfway, or I guess he's 100% in as a player. He's still 100% an NBA player, but to have your foot in both doors, like, you're still a player, you're transitioning your way into the media. So it's, he's 50-50. It's player and media saying that, NBA sucks, All-Star game sucks, this is boring, that is boring. But yet the next day you're going to go on your podcast and make a point about, man, the media is always trashing the All-Star game and trashing the NBA, even though you're part of the media, and then, you're going to try to be on the player side, yet you're just like someone in the media, trashing the product. And you're even worse because you're trashing the product as a player that's still in the NBA. So, please comment below what you think about Draymond's comments, what you think about how the All-Star game looked, and if you think it can be saved at all, because I think it's going to be scratched, just like the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl got scratched, and eventually, they'll just make the All-Star selections. You get an All-Star notch on your belt, because that's all the guys care about. They do not care about the game. They do not care about the fans. Otherwise, they come out and put on a great show. Yet when they get snubbed from the All-Star game, they make a big deal. Man, I got snubbed. But then you make it in the game, and you go out there and don't even put on a show for the fans. So, yeah, just let me know what you think. There's so much to talk about from the weekend. Yeah, please comment below, like and subscribe too, and thank you for watching.